What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Yes. Look, y'all, I finally got my hair done. You guys, I know I haven't been live in a while. So, done dropped my whole notebook, y'all. Crazy, right? Y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the 1914 podcast, hosted by your host, your girl, Deja Radcliffe of the 1914 Network. You all, just thank you for joining. You already know we're going to get into a couple of topics about sports, music, and your day-to-day information, y'all. But first, let me go ahead and hit this disclaimer. Everything here is for the Fair Use Act, and everything that's in this just refer to the tag and the description because we don't want to be sued. So everything over here is allegedly. Okay? Refer to the description and putting that disclaimer up in the front. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. When I last left y'all, I ain't had my hair done. Eyebrows weren't on fleek. Nails wasn't done. Life just be lifing, y'all. But guess what? We back in the building, okay? So, our first topic we're going to get into is no other than the guy, the man, Kanye West, a.k.a. Ye, a.k.a. Jesus, a.k.a. Mr. Sunday Service. Y'all, and I understand y'all tired of hearing about, Kanye, but Kanye ain't going away until he lay. You feel what I'm saying? So, over the course in time, we're now at a point to where Kanye spit out all the tweets about Jay-Z, Beyonce, Virgil, Kim Kardashian. He did the interview with academics. He just went live talking about Drake and UMG concert. He fussed out Jim Jones for not getting the PDF file to him for $2 million. So, with that being said, y'all, Kanye just gonna get right, but Kanye fussed out the game because the game said something on top 5 and Drake what you call it, Instagram post, and Ye gave Game those 2 silver I think the little Maybachs, the Mercedes. And y'all, what I've learned about Kanye is that he is a exceptional producer. One of, tell me how you see it, one of the greatest hit makers of all time, one of the greatest artists of all time. If you want to put him over Taylor Swift, if you want to put him over Drake, Kanye is there. Kanye has a catalog that touches your soul, whether you want it to be or not. And when you go back and listen to it, it's like, dang ye, I was out of there, because a lot of people were saying that they were out of there. A lot of people saying they're not messing with no more with the whole KKK, with the black KKK thing. And to me, I really didn't give my sentiments about that. But I get what Kanye was trying to do at that certain time. It just did not go over well in the world, nor less that if someone come out and do a retort to what you're saying, either you may like it or you may not, right? So, the whole thing came about with Kanye wearing the black KKK outfit. And the point that he was trying to make, which he explains further, which I quoted at first, he was just saying that, hey, these people in this certain entity, which is UMG, whoever, have these XYZ, allegedly Jewish people, that want to see black people go through pain in order to benefit off it. So Kanye was saying that, hey, this Washington chain and what Hitler did when he basically dismantled dang near a whole race of people. Oh, but if I start wearing something that's offensive to you guys or you all, oh, we have to take a stand. So I kind of get what Kanye was doing. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with it or not. I'm just saying that I understood his message. But the way that Kanye he think that the whole world gonna get his message and everybody don't. Now, there has been other people that said, hey, Kanye, if we wear a chain that got a person being lynched from the tree as a chain, I don't think you would like that. So in the world where people are more intact with how they feel and feel that they have a voice to say, hey, you shouldn't do this or hey, you shouldn't do that, I feel what everybody's talking about. You feel me? But also, you know, Kanye is just in this battle right now with himself about living in regret and things he shouldn't do and things about Jay-Z. One of the worst things that he really hates about all this is that Jay-Z doesn't support him. And my claim to where Jay-Z doesn't support him is that Kanye, he never gave you anything to believe in, right? So let's take that line from Kendrick, right? They didn't want you there. They didn't usher you in to this whole Rockefeller thing, right? They didn't feel like, oh, yo, who is this dude? You always call him big bro. First of all, that's the wrong sign. If you black, when you start calling somebody big bro, meaning that you automatically put yourself as little bro. Then, as the person that's big bro, some of the people don't fuck with you for real. When you get called big bro, you can become little bro, right? And because you say, hey, big bro, look out for me. In real time, you think that they are calling you their little bro, but you really getting little bro. People don't talk about that enough. He putting you in your place. He never gave a fuck. Then you get mad at Jay-Z for not coming to your wedding. Well, allegedly, if he don't fuck with your wife, and I fuck with you, a 50-50 choice gotta be made. Either we going or we ain't. Now, what Kanye was saying that, okay, even if B don't like, allegedly, my wife at the time, Kim, Jay-Z at least show up for me. Where if my wife don't like this bitch that you married, I ain't caring about it. Get out the house. So why would you think I would show up in an environment where I know that certain shit ain't all the way good? But then again, bro, he never shows you anything that gave it he was looking out for you. But you decided that you was always there when he needed you. Or when y'all did Watch the Throne. Kanye is one of the greatest inventors of all time when it comes to making his way in a lane that had nothing to do with him and succeeding in it. He did well with Yeezys. Kanye did well with Skims. And it just going back to what everybody was saying was that Ye don't listen. You in this predicament because you didn't listen. You didn't listen to the sways of the world. You ain't got the answer, Sway. You ain't got the answer. And the whole stuff with Adidas at Yeezy. Kanye, you was given the blueprint, but you did not listen. You didn't want to listen to the people around you to say, hey, no, this is it, and this is my wife, and this is that. You didn't listen to none of those people. And that's why you are in this predicament, because the one thing you don't do is listen. And all of that came back to just bite you in your butt later. Okay. Kanye versus Kendrick Lamar, right? And Kanye is upset with Kendrick Lamar for so many reasons. He's upset with Kanye for being a pawn for Lucian, the guy and on the CEO allegedly of Universal Music Group, for saying, Kendrick, you know this was a setup and you being a pawn for them people going to get Drake. To Kendrick, if you saying you the greatest of all the time and you saying you number one, Kendrick, you not number one because it's me, and you not multi-fashional, You're not like generational like I am, Kendrick. 2, Kanye is, like I said, he's in the fashion world. Kanye used to get the endorsements. Remember, like brand deals. Remember the commercial that Kobe Bryant had with Kanye West. So before brand deals was brand deals, quote unquote, Kanye was getting that love from afar. And now we see Kendrick coming off of that big year. Kendrick getting Gatorade brand deals and stuff like that. So he like, you're moving into, you getting all these awards, accolades, XYZ. Like he's moving into a Kanye world. He's moving with the fashion. And Kendrick Lamar already has his stuff going on, not his little, but has stuff going on at Paris Fashion Week. He's always been into that type of world. So Kanye sees where Kendrick is going in that aspect, but that doesn't mean that he won't surpass Ye. But that's to be determined. Now, leaving off of Kanye, I want to talk about Kendrick. I am going to, you guys, I am going to the Kendrick Lamar tour. If I did not do anything else, I bought my tickets pre-sale when it first dropped. Is this even on? Every time I turn around, when I be wanting to do something. When I be wanting to do something, stuff don't want to work. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Crazy work. Hold on. Let me see. Because it's always something. Every time I go live, y'all, and I'm going to leave this up here so y'all can see this in real time. Okay? Wait, in 1 second. Okay, because there's always something going on in real time when I set this up in real time. So I am going to the Kendrick Lamar SZA tour. I'm going to the Charlotte one. So I will be going there within a couple of weeks on that date. So if I'm dropping a video, I might not, but I am dropping like a whole recap, my journey, one of those vlogs, going to the concert. I already seen the merch for it. And I really ain't feeling the merch that he got. Like, I'm not even lying. I love Kendrick, but I ain't feeling that merch that he got there. I think that shit is ugly. I think that shit whack. And really, niggas made better merch on TikTok shop. I ain't lying to you. So I'm gonna go to my homegirl Moozy Moo, and get me a t-shirt made. I'm gonna get me the one with the Kendrick with the 5 holding the 5 Grammys. I love that. I actually love that, and I love the ones they made for the Super Bowl. Like the Super Bowl ones, they fly. The Super Bowl t-shirt people made on TikTok shop, they fly. So, but I do want to get me a GNet shirt since it's a GNet tour. So I am gonna buy some merch from the GNet tour to say I went on the GNet tour. But other than that, my outfit is just gonna be the Kendrick with the 5 Grammys and some jeans and some sneakers. Like, I'm not doing the most. I'm not one of those girly girls that be trying to do the most. I'm gonna be up at the concert. I'm gonna be singing, rapping. I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm gonna do all that. So I can't wait to go. I can't wait to see people already shown on TikTok and on Threads. He still got it set up like the PlayStation controller is what he did at Super Bowl. So, and I'm not sitting in the front. I'm not sitting on the floor. I'm sitting all the way because it's a stadium tour. So I'm sitting on like that second level that I can see everything. And with Kendrick, he has like great choreography. Like Kendrick artist, he's an entertainer. He's someone of the ilk of a I'm not even gonna say a Chris Brown, but we know how much effort and work when you have to bring stage presence. Kendrick does give stage presence because he's a rapper. So what he does to add that to the art, like Kendrick really does that. If y'all ever get a chance, go look at the Big Steppers tour, and all the rest of the stuff. Like Kendrick does phenomenal. So I'm giving him that grace for that. But like I said, I'm sitting on the second level because I really want to see everything. I don't want to be up close. Even though Kendrick Lamar don't let people get close to him, but I want to see everything. And also, I'm gonna wear my Ray-Ban Meta glasses too. So hopefully, I don't have to do too much recording when I got it on my glasses. All right, going to another topic, y'all. What Donald Trump got going on? This is a segment that we just gonna have to keep up with for the next 4 years, baby. Donald Trump, what you doing now? The man, they ain't trying to bring the man back from Mexico. The White House issued a statement out on their on their Twitter saying he ain't coming back because he got the MS-13 stuff on his hand and he is a gang member. Even though he's American, he's a gang member and they no longer welcome in the United States. So it don't look like he coming back even after he did that interview. Like he could have hopped on the plane with the man and came back if he went out there to interview him. Ain't nobody think of that? Damn shame. Anyway, Trump doing what he want to do over there. I hope y'all don't keep letting him do what he want to do. Trump played a long game and he won. Regardless if you want it to be or not, because damn sure well, a lot of us ain't want it. But he played a long game, set people in positions, and waited it out. He said, I'm going to get revenge on all of y'all because y'all try to lock me up. And now he's playing with the lives of Americans. But he never give about us either. So that's that. Okay. Another thing we're going to roll into is the Drake UMG contract. They amending stuff. Drake calling out everybody. UMG saying Drake stop playing with us. My whole thing about it is that Drake, the reason why you're not Michael Jackson, and y'all gonna hate me for this, but Drake calls himself he damn near Michael Jackson. You can't become Michael Jackson because you took the 400 million. And that's all I'm gonna say because I have a whole on my Deja Radcliffe channel. I'm talking about Drake and this UMG lawsuit. I'm talking about that on my Deja Radcliffe YouTube page, okay? I'm letting y'all know right now. That's gonna be over there. But I'm just telling y'all like this. Do I think Drake may win? Yes, I think he may win some parts of the lawsuit, but this is the part that we wanted to see before. Now that he's amending it to what he really wanted to be about, I can roll with that. But you first suing UMG because of Kendrick, we all know that was stupid and that was messed up. So now you get into the real reason why you suing UMG. Thank you, Drake, for this. Now we can roll with you on that. But overall, I really can't roll with you because you should have just said all this in the beginning. If you would have won this battle, I promise you, Drake, we would never hear the end of this. Even Kendrick Lamar might have even sat there and put out a whole lawsuit. Like, really? So I really don't even want to like get into that here. I'm going over there with it. Okay. Another topic I want to talk about is LeBron and the Lakers. See, now I made my little videos up here and on my personal page talking about LeBron and the whole Bronny situation with Stephen A. And granted, I'm still on Stephen A's side. But what I can speak to is the basketball aspect of it. What I can speak to is that LeBron has been doing his thing at 40 years old, teaming up with Luka. Now, that's part 2 of it too. Did LeBron really trade for Luka? We don't know. But what I do think happened is that now that I'm thinking about all this, I'm going to go back and do another video. I don't think Nico Harrison really wanted to trade Luka. All Nico Harrison keeps saying is that I did it and I did it in the best interest of the owners. Now let me tell you why. I now don't think it's Nico Harrison's fault. But let me tell you this. So we all know that they want to build a casino in Dallas. and all of that stuff. So Mark Cuban said, hey, in order for me to get a casino XYZ, y'all can't have the Mavs. Basically, right? Okay, so look, the Congress and them, the city people, they all denied it. They said, no, ain't no casino coming here. So they said that I'm gonna trade away your best player since y'all don't want to give us as the Mavs owner what we want. That's that. Nico just had to do what his bosses told him to do. Now that I think about everything, I think that Nico did. I don't think Nico liked Luka. But when I go back and listen to the words, I think that's the main reason why. He keeps saying I did what was for the owners and what they kind of wanted. So I really, and because of that, they engaged with the Lakers to get Luka. That's it. And with Bron, we're gonna say hell no, yeah. Cause AD down there looking po. It's time for AD to retire. It's time for Clay to retire. It's time for Chris Paul to retire. It's time for a lot of them to go ahead and retire, but they don't want to retire. So ain't nothing I can do with it. But Dallas lost the trade, as we all knew that we were gonna lose the trade. Okay. Now getting into some music. Lil Wayne acting like he don't know when Kanye and Jay-Z dropped the Carter 3. He didn't know that Not Like Us was about Drake. But anyway, Lil Wayne got his Carter 6 album coming out in June. Now, imagine y'all, I love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is my GOAT. So I don't take nothing from Wayne, right? Because my first rap song I learned was A Milli. Okay, so I don't take nothing from him. He is my GOAT, regardless of what y'all saying. But my gripe is that with Lil Wayne is that sometimes I really do know for a fact that he don't be in tune. But lately, he has been in tune and know exactly what's going on. So Wayne, I'm anxious to see your album. But once again, I might have to agree with Kendrick on the side. If you get up there talking that fly stuff, and Kendrick Lamar respond back, say, bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam, and you lose, baby, that's it. Because, like I said, I ain't think you was well enough to perform at the Super Bowl because you was already in Colorado needing to tell a partner you ain't know the words to your song when you was over there with Coach Prime. So I really ain't even trying to hear all that. And you probably don't remember because your brain's so goddamn fucked up, you probably don't remember. So, yeah, you might not remember half of this shit. But I'm telling you right now, Wayne, don't come over here doing dumb stuff because you're gonna. Your legacy is still, but for the rest of what completes your legacy, it might go down here. So you might as well mind your damn business. Real shit. Real shit, Wayne. For real. Just sit the fuck down and focus. You so busy worrying about the album, you just signed Travis Hunter and somebody else to Young Money APA Sports. Focus on that shit. Focus on being a real agent of a company and getting their ass some real deals. I don't fucking understand that either. You said you want to do this, but you don't remember. But you don't sign these people to Young Money Sports. Y'all, there's some dumbass shit that's going on, and it don't make no damn sense. But I think that's a Deion Sanders play, and Deion Sanders really running, if you ask me. Okay? If you ask me, Deion Sanders run APA agency. Because Wayne didn't even know that 21 Savage was a single person. He thought 21 Savage was a group. So with that being said, I wouldn't even trust Wayne with no fucking paperwork. I don't even trust him to turn in a fucking grade for me at school. Anyway, that's still my goal. I'm not taking away nothing away from my goal, but real shit though, Wayne, you on bullshit, and I don't like this from you. And you really ain't got no good fucking team. Like your team is fucking trash, bro, and you can't even think. But that's just my little rant about that. Okay. Another topic we're gonna talk about is some girl topics, right? And some of the questions that we kind of got was one, y'all, I'm a big community. I love community. So, and I know it don't have nothing to do with I I guess say music and sports, but understanding that it kind of does because you have to build community in those spaces, right? To kind of foster a great environment that you're in. So one of the questions for me was that if we understand that as a girl you have to build community, why are all these girl artists keep beefing, right? It's competitive. Cool. But a question came up the other day was like, why Nicki Minaj act like that towards people? Cause that just hurt you. When you see people, you gotta believe them and who they are. I believe Nicki Minaj for who she is, and she's one of the best female rappers, R&B singing artists in the world. But Nicki gonna be Nicki, okay? Man, well, why she always dissing all the girls and all the girls this? Yes, a community is supposed to be held in place, but only to so much if it's competitive, just like the NFL players. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, now Chiefs old right receiver Kadarius Toney, the one that kept dropping the ball, he now got a song out. So if y'all want to go stream that, go listen to Kadarius Toney new music. He now a rapper. Crazy work. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about is Dr. Lamont Hill cussing that man out. Like talking about because the world they was having a whole argument about the world is flat and who gonna do this and who gonna do that. Y'all. Dr. Lamont Hill, he might be a great journalist, but he is from Philly. He'll cuss your ass out. And that's exactly what he did. Okay. All right. Now I want to get into some shits and giggles, y'all, because the shit that I be seeing on social media about how y'all always want to foster these great environments and these girl brunches and shit. I don't give a fuck about a girl brunch. Let me tell y'all why. You get people who buy tickets that ain't really about shit, right? Then y'all want to speak up with this girl empowerment shit. I'm not with that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I ain't with that girl. I'm for empowering people if it really means something. But I'm not gonna fake empower nobody just to fucking sell tickets to an event. I ain't with it. I ain't for it. Now, one thing about that y'all been doing lately is that y'all been having fun as a motherfucker with these damn boots on the fucking ground. Do you hear me? Boots on the ground got everybody up and running around. My whole thing is that if you had that much energy for boots on the ground, wish y'all would have did that. If boots on the ground came out during election time, I bet it probably more people would have voted for boots on the ground. What I'm just saying is that, okay, y'all, I ain't finna sit up here and not talk to none of y'all here at no woman empowerment brunch when y'all acting like y'all stuck up. Okay? Because fuck y'all. Okay? Like, really? I'm sitting here, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Da da da. If you have a business, you don't have a business, fine, cool. But some of y'all bitches get on my nerves with this fake ass woman empowerment. Y'all out here saying y'all stealing people colors to. I mean, it ain't that many damn colors. Why the hell y'all out here fussing about, oh, you stole colors to my flyer? Bitch, we barely got a pack of 64 damn crayon color. When they made the Crayola pack of 64, nigga, we was going crazy. Y'all, they made a 64 pack. We didn't even know it was 64 colors. So, y'all, at this point, for real, colors is limited. We only own a limited amount of color. You ain't just like they got land and shit. They made water. They covered up lakes and shit and put houses on top of it. They're doing all types of shit. The deals ain't got nowhere to go. And y'all talking about it ain't nothing. The land is the land. That's true. Whether it's marshland, whether it's river or pond or whatever the fuck, the land ain't getting no fucking bigger. Okay? And you ain't getting no more fucking colors. Okay? So I ain't trying to hear that shit what y'all talking about stealing people flyer colors. Cut that shit out. Cut it out. I ain't got time for it. Okay? Other than that, y'all, like, what's been going on the day-to-day? Let's talk about it. Mike Vick had his spring game today. I did not get a chance to go to the spring game. I think the tickets was like $10. But from the pictures and stuff I seen, we seen also, yes, we gotta talk about Albert Iverson. He was there. Also, let's talk about this new boxing. Keyshawn brung back the fight back here in Norfolk, Virginia, y'all. He done it again. It's gonna be a sellout event this time as well. Keyshawn was also at Michael Vick Springs game for the opener. But I'm proud of Keyshawn and his team. I don't know Keyshawn at all. I just met him because I'm a girl that watch sports. So I'm kind of, I talk about a lot of things in sports. There's boxing. I talk about golf. I haven't had any golf takes up here with y'all yet, but I will be. Also, talking about MMA matches, football, baseball, basketball. So yes, I'm a sports girly, so I knew Keyshawn in the sports world. I didn't post. I wasn't any really big into posting stuff then, or having a YouTube channel to really talk about it. But I knew Keyshawn through boxing. And one person that I really love that he always put is Abdul Mason. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been watching Keyshawn for a little bit, but I've been watching Abdul Mason when he was really, really coming up. And I only wanted to see the fight, really, not because I don't support Keyshawn because he's from the city, but I really want to see Abdul Mason. Like, that boy is so consistent. He is precise. If I wanted to see anybody get to a tank type of esque, it would be Abdul Mason for me. Hands down, I'm giving Abdul Mason. I'm taking him over the field. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm taking him over the field. Go look up Abdul Mason and his fights if y'all don't know him. And it's no slight to Keyshawn. It's no slight to Shakira. It's no slights to Lamont Roach, and even though he just fought Tank. But I'm telling y'all, Abdul is the one. Abdul Mason is the one. What will I tell you? Now, let's get into some more of these sports topics, okay? Because some of these sports topics, none of this shit don't make no damn sense. I'm actually tired of it. I ain't lying to you. There's so much shit that's going on. Basketball, playoff season. DeMar DeRozan just had a fight somewhere. That's more interesting than the fucking basketball game, y'all. As fucked up as it is, somebody raised baiting DeMar DeRozan in the damn store. He in there fighting. Crazy shit. Sports. Goddamn, I ain't seen Tony Brothers no damn well. And he from the city. I ain't seen him nowhere officiate no games. Okay? Crazy. What's going on in sports is with Ja Morant. The big ticket thing everybody talking about, they still talking about Luka and the trade. They talking about Ja Morant and his sellers when he did the threw the pin out, throw the grenade, and he covered his ears. I'm not mad at Ja. They get mad every single time. Ja real nigga, right? Ja is a YN. He about to be on. But y'all bringing back excitement to the game, okay? And that's and they want Ja Morant to be like the face of the league type esque. And Ja Morant saying, fuck all that if I gotta be picture perfect. Cause ain't shit in my life being picture perfect and we ain't finna go there. All right, cool. Next. WNBA. We just had the WNBA draft. Paige was the first one. They want her to be the next Caitlin Clark. Okay, whatever. We had two young ladies here from the 757 that actually got drafted. So shout out to those ladies there. Also, we can't forget about Juju, and it was her second year. Even though she hurt herself earlier, Juju got all the awards. Fuck is we talking about? If it ain't about Juju, I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not. No, I'm lying, y'all. No, I'm lying. But I do care about women's sports and how it's elevating. The Unrivaled girls basketball game, they went up in revenue and their evaluation. This year is a transitional year for the WNBA. Are they going to do a lockout to get more money? Or not? And the goal is to, because of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they up in the height, although they got little pay, is to really go into, get the bag and, up the salary cap, basically. All right, let's transfer into Dawn Staley and how she went to the finals. And she lost against Gino and UConn, with Paige and all of that stuff. But they don't be doing Dawn right. They don't give Dawn her recognition. And Dawn ain't got tired. Dawn be like, man, fuck y'all, I got the hood. So Dawn has always seen Lisa Leslie's interviews about to say, hey, she tried out to be coach and nobody want her to be coach. Well, I seen reports today that Dawn is about to bring her on her team so that she can help assist the young girls. Call it how y'all want to see it. When one door don't want to open from the other people, with Dawn Staley still there and she just signed her new 5-year contract, she opening up the door to the older WNBA players that they don't want to give them a chance because it'll be too much Dawn Staley's or too many AKA black people that's going to be coaching and taking over the league, just like how they feel about the NFL, and coaches doing all of this and stuff. Also, we got to give a big up to Carmelo Anthony for being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Also, Kanye doing a marvelous job. His son, the one he has with Lala, and Carmelo Anthony. I think he's going to be the head of basketball operations somewhere, or he wants a part of a team. So I know there's some talks about that stuff with Carmelo. I forgot it in time lapse, but I'm gonna figure that out. Also, give it up for Dwight Howard. He also got inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. Is it with the Magic? Oh, and I think so. He just got inducted in the Hall of Fame, and he also signed a contract for to be in Ice Cube's Big Three. Also, he also building his own Euro team across seas. So shout out to Dwight Howard too, for going to get that bag. Also Eddie George is also just got a coaching job. Also, let's bring it back to Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson. They said that they was both part of Philadelphia teams, and now they both head coaches of colleges. They're thinking about moving it because officially the Nova State is supposed to face Deshaun Jackson's team in Delaware, but there have been talks behind the scenes for them to have it back at Philadelphia actual stadium. The game to be played at stadium. Also, Michael Vick is getting his season 1 documentary through through BET Plus, just like Coach Prime do his seasons through Amazon. Like season 1, season 2 of him transitioning to this. So shout out to Michael Vick for getting that bag. Also, shout out to Michael Vick. If y'all have not watched, I watched it. It's been out on Amazon Prime. It's Evolution of a Black Quarterback, and Michael Vick just got an award for that. So shout out to Vick for getting all his accolades and his just due, and just coming back on the scene and working and not letting nothing slander his name, because he know us, the people here, we in the city, we got Vic. So I'm all for it, Vic. Shout out to you, Vic. Also, I want to speak about golf and why golf isn't being talked about as much without Tiger Woods. Now, the last report we got on Tiger Woods was that he went out with a season. I think he was supposed to be in the Masters or something. And he won't in the Masters. So I think he had like a heel or something. He told something he was out indefinitely. And the topic that I wanted to discuss about the Masters and where it's going and who they want to glorify, and they basically low-key want to keep it white. But without Tiger Woods' name, you don't really get that global. You don't really get that all-inclusive feel. And I think that that's what they're going back to. But they know they can't get the ratings without Tiger Woods, y'all. Like, as messed up as it is, y'all should have just let that man keep fucking who he want to fuck. Y'all shouldn't have went on a smear campaign, kicked that man out. It could have helped y'all in TV revenue. It could have helped y'all do a whole lot of stuff had y'all not brung up that man cheating with all these women. Because what it was getting that man winning. I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is that I understand. And if you wanted to see the game of golf spread out and become evolution, you should have kept letting the man fuck. And that's y'all problem. Y'all didn't let him finish out his career on his turn, so he's saying, fuck how y'all feeling y'all TV deal. Y'all got what y'all wanted, but y'all ain't get what you want because people don't give a fuck. Now, I'm going to watch golf because I want to learn. And plus, I need to go to the golf scene because that's where the men's in. Okay. Come on, the men's. And I also want to go to a F1 in my lifetime. I do want to go there. Right now, Lewis Hamilton is doing a dang good job. He just made history with something. If y'all know what I'm talking about like race cars and stuff. That's F1. And I watched on the 85 South page that somebody out there got like an all-black pit crew. But somebody else, I think I know that's a lady. I think she got like an all-female pit crew. So I'm looking to research that because I do want to be more well-rounded in my sports. To cover all bases if anybody asks me anything. Also, in baseball, Shohei Ohtani still doing his thing, so he's worth the $700 million that they giving his ass. Aaron Judge feeling some type of way about the money he's been making. Aaron Judge, you need to stop. Like, Aaron Judge, you just got that big ass. I think you just got like a $500 million contract for I think for like maybe 10, 15 years. Yo, you was tripping. You need to chill out. And that's facts, okay? Go head on with this. I'm picking this because I'm doing this. Aaron Judge, we ain't got time for that, okay? Like, you still one of the biggest stars. In baseball, okay? We ain't talk about soccer. Now, I haven't even looked into soccer. I ain't lying. I did watch a game one night where the ladies across the seas was doing something. And this team was beating this team for like, that shit was like 100. It was like 80-something to 3. That shit was some wild shit. And I was like, yo, it was like Argentina versus somebody. I don't know. I watched it one night. I ain't never turned back. I ain't never researched it, but I said that shit was wild, okay? Also, what else? That's it, y'all. I think that's it, y'all. I think I done wrapped it up. I done did good for 40 minutes, y'all. Y'all, I just want to say everything in this video is allegedly, okay? Fair Use Act. Okay. So, y'all, thank you for having another good episode of the 1914 podcast on the 1914 network. And I'll see you all when I see you, okay?